Urgent Chicago Bears fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Chicago Bears updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, Bears fans, I hope you're sitting down because what I'm about to tell you is pretty exciting. Just recently, the Chicago Bears made a move that's been catching the attention of NFL insiders and fans alike. And no, it's not just a minor signing or some undrafted free agent signing that usually doesn't turn heads. We're talking about a player who's been making waves in college football, especially in the Pac-12, and now, he's officially part of the Bears roster. That's right, Xavier Carlton, a talented edge rusher from California, has signed a free agent deal with the Chicago Bears. And if you're a Bears supporter, you should be pretty intrigued about what this could mean for the team's pass rush going forward. Now, let's set the scene a bit. Xavier Carlton is a towering figure on the field, standing at 6'6" and weighing around 273 pounds. When you see a player of that size rushing the passer, it's hard not to get excited. During his college career, Carlton showed flashes of brilliance, especially in his final season at Cal, where he racked up some impressive stats. Last year alone, he recorded 47 tackles, which is quite solid for an edge rusher. But what really stands out are his 9 sacks, that's right, 9 sacks in a single season, which led his team and showed his ability to get to the quarterback when it really mattered. And it wasn't just about sacks. Carlton also had 11 tackles for loss, demonstrating his ability to disrupt plays behind the line of scrimmage. Plus, he was a constant threat with 8 quarterback hurries. That's an important stat because it shows how often he's forcing the opposing quarterback to hurried throws or hurried decisions, which can lead to turnovers or incompletions. His ability to generate pressure was one of the reasons he was highly regarded coming out of college. Interestingly, Carlton was recognized by his coaches as a third-team All-Atlantic Coast Conference selection, which is no small feat. The ACC is loaded with talent, and to earn that recognition shows he was considered among the best at his position in a very competitive conference. During his junior year, he had 5 sacks and 5 quarterback hurries, and over his 3 seasons at Cal, he totaled a remarkable 18 sacks. That's a testament to his consistency and development as a pass rusher. But here's a little background that makes his story even more compelling. Carlton is originally from Modesto, a city in California's Central Valley, an area known for producing hardworking athletes who often fly under the radar compared to other parts of the country. He graduated from Cal in May 2024 with a degree in American Studies, showing he's not just about football but also values education. That kind of balance and dedication off the field often translates into a high football IQ and a mature approach to the game. Now, it's also interesting to note that Carlton was a highly rated prospect coming out of high school. He was a 4-star recruit from Juan Diego Catholic High School, which is a pretty impressive pedigree. This kind of background indicates he's been on NFL scouts' radars for a while, and although he went undrafted this past weekend, which, let's be honest, surprised many, the Bears saw enough potential in him to bring him in as a free agent. This signing comes at a very strategic time for Chicago. The team has been in a bit of a rebuilding phase, trying to find the right mix of young talent and veteran leadership. Their pass rush has shown flashes of promise but also inconsistency, especially after losing some key players in recent years. Bringing in Xavier Carlton adds a player with a high ceiling, someone who can develop into a legitimate threat on the outside. With his size, athleticism, and college production, the Bears are betting on his upside to complement their existing defensive line. And let's not forget, this isn't just about adding another player to the roster. It's about a player who has been recognized for his talent at every level. The fact that he was selected by coaches as a third-team All-Conference player speaks volumes. It shows he has the work ethic, the talent, and the drive to succeed at the next level. His transfer from Utah to Cal also adds a layer of resilience to his story, adapting to new environments, facing different coaching styles, and still producing at a high level. All these factors suggest that Xavier Carlton isn't just another camp body, he's someone who could really develop into an impactful player for the Bears. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the Bears' defensive line has been a focus of attention this offseason. They've been trying to add speed, power, and versatility to their front seven. This signing fits perfectly into that plan. Carlton's ability to rush the passer from the edge, combined with his size and athleticism, makes him a versatile piece. He can line up in various spots along the line, rush from different angles, and help create mismatches on passing downs. Plus, the Bears have a pretty talented defensive coaching staff who can work with young players like Carlton and help develop their potential. With a solid offseason program, a good preseason, and the right coaching, he could become a key rotational player or even push for a starting role. And considering the Bears' focus on rebuilding their defense to be more aggressive and disruptive, a player like Carlton could be exactly what they need. Now, I know some of you might be wondering, why wasn't he drafted? Well, the NFL draft can be unpredictable. Sometimes talented players slip through the cracks due to team needs, combined performances, or even just the sheer volume of talent in a given draft class. But undrafted doesn't mean undraftable. It often means players are motivated to prove themselves, and that's exactly what Carlton can do. Remember, some of the greatest NFL players started their careers as undrafted free agents and went on to have Hall of Fame careers. It's all about opportunity and development. And speaking of opportunities, this is a perfect situation for Carlton. The Bears have a lot to prove this season, and they need players who can step in and make an immediate impact. With the right mindset and coaching, Xavier Carlton can carve out a significant role on this defense. Plus, the motivational aspect is huge. Being overlooked in the draft can fuel a player's fire, and all signs point to Carlton having that kind of fire. Now, let's also take a quick look at the current state of the Bears. They're in a transition period, trying to find their identity on both sides of the ball. The offense has been a work in progress, with new quarterbacks and a revamped receiving core. But on defense, they've been looking for that disruptive pass rusher, that player who can change the game with a single rush. The addition of Carlton adds depth and potential to that unit. If he develops well, he could be a key piece in their quest to improve their sack numbers and create more havoc for opposing quarterbacks. And it's worth noting that the Bears have a history of developing young talent. Players like Khalil Mack, who came in as a sought-after free agent and quickly became one of the premier pass rushers in the league, show that Chicago is a place where talented players can flourish if given the right coaching and opportunity. Carlton, with his college production and physical tools, fits that mold perfectly. In the bigger NFL landscape, this signing also signals how much teams are valuing athleticism and potential in undrafted players. The league has shifted towards more analytics-driven decisions, and players like Carlton, who might have slipped through the cracks during the draft, are now getting second chances. If he can harness his talent, he could turn into a steal for the Bears, much like other undrafted players who've made big impacts in recent years. Now, for the fans watching, I know you're probably eager to see how this plays out in the preseason and beyond. Will Carlton get a fair shot to prove himself? Will he develop into a reliable edge rusher for Chicago? These are questions that only time will answer, but one thing's for sure, the Bears are investing in his potential. They see something special in him, and that's what makes this signing so exciting. And remember, the NFL is a league where opportunity meets preparation. Carlton has the size, the college production, and the drive. It's up to him now to seize the moment, work hard in training camp, and show everyone what he can do on Sundays. For Bears fans, this is a story worth watching, because it could be the start of something big. The defense is looking for playmakers, and with Xavier Carlton on the roster, they might just have found one who's ready to step up. So, as we keep an eye on his journey, let's also appreciate the broader picture, the Bears' ongoing effort to rebuild, improve, and become a formidable force once again. The NFL offseason is full of surprises, and this signing is just one of many moves that could shape the team's future. Whether Carlton becomes a key player or just a solid rotational piece, his story is one that resonates with the underdog spirit that makes football so special. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this signing? Do you see Xavier Carlton becoming a major part of the Bears' defense this season? Are you excited about the potential he brings to the team? Drop your thoughts, predictions, and comments below. I love hearing your opinions. Remember, this is just the beginning for Carlton, and with the right mindset, he could become a name that Bears fans will be talking about for years to come. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, news, and insights on everything related to the Chicago Bears. So make sure to stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, and activate those notifications. The NFL season is just around the corner, and there's no better time to be a Bears fan than now, especially with exciting developments like this. Thanks for watching, and as always, bear down.